You guys, today, Caitlin Clark got fined $200. Kathy, what do you think you are accomplishing by that? What kind of message do you think you're accomplishing by doing? You're not even making an example out of her by fining her an exorbitant amount of money. You are literally making a joke out of yourself by fining her such a little.
The WNBA has done it again. Another headline, another controversy that perfectly sums up why fans are losing patience with this league's leadership. And no, this time it's not about bad calls or lopsided officiating on the court. This time, the league decided to punish its brightest star simply for speaking the truth everyone else can see.
Okay, and we know how this works because Sophie Cunningham has told us how this works. If you talk about the refereeing, if you talk about the officiating, on the InstaFace, on the TikToks, on the Twitters, any of that social media, in the public, in the interview, if you mouth it in the shower, Kathy Engelbert will peek in and look around at you and point at you and be like, you're fined. Even though she won't clean up the officiating in her trash-ass league? Okay.
Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's electrifying guard and the woman who single-handedly reignited interest in women's basketball, just got slapped with a $200 fine. Her crime? Posting "refs couldn't stop us" on Instagram after her team's playoff win against the Atlanta Dream. Yes, you heard that right. $200 for a comment.
So during the game, we saw here, the Fever players celebrating. I would assume, based on the reaction, that this was after the Lexi Hull steal and everything. And Caitlin Clark on Instagram commented this: "Refs couldn't stop us. Elite bench mob. It wasn't for the lack of trying. Glad they're having fun and celebrating like no other teams. Will she get fined for saying that? Yeah, she got fined."
And the timing? Couldn't be more ridiculous. The Fever are in the middle of their best playoff run in nearly a decade, shocking the world by taking down the defending champs, the Las Vegas Aces, in Game 1 of the semifinals. But instead of celebrating this incredible story, the WNBA somehow decided this was the perfect time to flex its authority and make Clark an example.
When you're on the WNBA's time, or the NFL's time, or the NBA's time, when you're on their time, criticizing the officials, calling out the officiating, I've seen players get fined for that. But when you're on your own time, well, now, other than Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark seems to be the two players that come to my mind of players getting fined, criticizing the officials, doing it on their own time, quote unquote, off the clock.
Rather than highlighting the incredible moments happening on the court, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and her team are apparently busy scrolling through Instagram, searching for posts to find. Instead of promoting the sport, they're policing emojis and captions. It's like they're allergic to good PR.
The hate is real. The hate is real, Kathy. I see you hating on us from a mile away, Kathy Engelbert. We all see it. You out here trying to fine Caitlin Clark. You out here fining the one person who's actually bringing money into this league. What a joke. You're mad that the Indiana Fever are here right now. Y'all didn't expect us to get this far. Y'all really didn't expect it. We got Sophie Cunningham exposing the whole league agenda. Exposing them. Caitlin Clark mocking them all on Twitter, all on Instagram, everywhere, because they are.
All right, let's break this down. After the Fever's nail-biting 87-85 win in Game 3 against Atlanta, the team posted a celebratory clip on Instagram. Clark commented, "Elite bench mob, and refs couldn't stop us." That's it. 4 harmless words that echoed what fans have been shouting all season. And for that, the WNBA fined her. You can't make this up.
Sure, she just said the refs can't stop them celebrating. This isn't even her going at refs. It's literally like if you say the word refs and you're an Indiana Fever player, you're going to get fined. If you say the word refs as a Fever player, the word referees has to be spoken, cannot be said by an Indiana Fever player, otherwise it's a fine. And the worst part is if they got fined for celebrating. So I don't think, only she got fined, not everybody. There's other people on the floor, everything. She's not, like, they're celebrating, the timeout's been called. or the foul's been called, it is what it is.
What makes this whole thing even more absurd is that Clark hasn't even been playing. She's been sidelined since July with a groin injury out for the season. The same player who brought record-breaking attention, ticket sales, and TV ratings to the league can't even make a harmless joke without getting punished. Think about that. The WNBA is disciplining the person most responsible for its biggest year ever.
The WNBA definitely got to play these women more. You got to pay these women more. Because what the hell is a $200 fine? This picture right here is giving me Mom Made Pizza Rolls vibes. Mom Made Pizza Rolls and everybody. Ah! Caitlin Clark was fined $200 for her comments she left on the IG post. She said refs couldn't stop us, meaning they advanced to the next round despite the refs trying to throw them a curveball every game, despite having to play against the refs. And the league said, "Oh hell nah, you gotta run me that. You gotta run me that 200. You got to run me that 200."
Clark's reaction says it all. She laughed it off, posting on X, "Got fined $200 for this LOL," followed by laughing emojis and a promise that the bench mob will be even louder next time. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham joined the fun, joking about starting a GoFundMe to cover the fine. They're not mad, they're mocking the league's pettiness. And honestly, they should. Now, let's put this in perspective. Clark makes around $78,000 a year from her WNBA contract, but tens of millions from endorsements with Nike, Gatorade, and others. That $200 fine? It's basically pocket change, about 0.007% of her net worth. This was never about money. It's about the message. And the message the WNBA just sent is loud and clear: don't question us even if we're wrong. Instead of fixing the officiating issues fans and players have been complaining about all season, they're punishing the ones brave enough to say it out loud. Caitlin Clark didn't attack a referee. She didn't swear, insult, or cross any lines. She simply said her team overcame bad calls, and somehow, that's conduct detrimental to the league. Maybe what's really detrimental is leadership that can't handle a little honesty.